Liturgically, the day starts at 6 p.m. Liturgically, the day starts 6 p.m. So liturgically, the day is already February 14. I'd like to greet you, Happy Valentine's Day. And I'd like to say, I love you. Can you please take a deep breath? Good. An air cannot be an air if it's not breathed. Right? Ang hangin, hindi hangin pag hindi nilalanghap. Ang tinapay ay hindi tinapay pag hindi kinakain. Galing ano? Ang damit, hindi damit pag hindi. Ganun ba yun? Okay. Ang pananampalataya ay hindi pananampalataya if there is no response to faith. The gospel for today and the first reading will talk about the theme of faith, ang pananampalataya. And I would always go back to the last year when we talk about this faith. Why? The first reading, if you're listening intently, is about... Ikaw nagpasa. Okay? Is about... Patay. Okay. It's about Solomon. Diba? Solomon, at her latter years, matanda na siya, lost his steadfast faith in God. Because he followed his wives na napakadami, and they have been adoring and praising other gods. Gods of the Ammonite, Molech, gods of the Syrophoenician. And therefore we can say, ang pananampalataya pala ni Solomon, nung tumanda na siya, bakit biglang nawala? Marami nang tumatanda dito. And I would go to that story in the gospel. It's about faith also. It's the story of the Syrophoenician woman, a Greek, meaning these are the marginalized society or groups outside of the Jews. He went to Christ at sabi niya, Kristo o Jesus, pagalingin mo yung anak ko kasi meron pong demonyo sa loob. Anong sabi ni Jesus? Actually, minaliit siya ni Jesus eh. Ang sabi ni Jesus, nandito ako para sa mga Israelita. Hindi ako narito para sa inyo, mga Greek, mga hindi Hudyo. It's proper in saying, let me feed first the children. Okay? Rather than those dogs. Para bang sinabi ni Jesus, kayong mga aso, hindi mo dapat kayo pakainin. Dapat ang mga bata muna. But Jesus Christ was so amazed with the woman. Because the woman said, hindi ba po, Panginoon, yung mga aso kumakain naman sa mumo na nahuhulog mula sa mga bata. Napawaw siguro si Jesus, wow, grabe yung pananampalataya mo. Minaliit na nga kita, pero yung pananampalataya mo, napakalaki. Comparing the two readings for today about faith, the faith of Solomon and the faith of the Syrophoenician woman, it would always challenge us. Saan ba tayo? Kay Solomon o doon sa babae? Abay, siyempre sasabihin niyo, Father, siyempre doon kami sa babae. Okay? Yung pananampalataya ko, doon ako sa babae. Okay, let's try to check. Pag kayo ba nagka-problema, nagkasakit ang inyong mga mahal sa buhay, ganun pa rin ba ang pananampalataya niyo sa Diyos? Last week, I was in Cebu the whole week. I was telling Tita Lynn, assisting the Archdiocese in the programs there. And one doctor who belonged to also a group like this in Cebu brought me to the hospital, Vicente Soto Hospital, to do monitoring and evaluation of the programs. One of the women there asked me, Father, are you a priest? Yes. Please naman, please visit my brothers. nagka-aksidente po sila sa highway, papuntang Lapu-Lapu, and these are my brothers. Twins. They are already dying. Nasa emergency rooms. Really? Sabi ko sa doktora, the evaluation can come later. I will go to the emergency room. When I was in the emergency room, preparing myself to anoint these people, dumating yung nanay. Nanay ng mga twins. Yung mga twins ay around 18, 19 years old. Dumating yun na. But what is so amazing here, yung nanay ay naka-wheelchair. At yung nanay ay paralyzed. Para nung gusto niya sabihin, medyo bulol, nasaan ang anak ko? At sabi niya, Ma, huwag ka nang lumapit. Okay sila, yung mga anak mo. Pero the mother say, nasaan ang mga anak ko? And then tinanong ako, Father, okay lang ba ilapit natin sila habang nagdadasal? I'm sure. Because that's her right. Nanay siya. Kailangan niya malaman kung anong nangyari sa kanyang mga anak. Ako mismo nagsabi ko, Nanay, kaya mo bang makita ang mga anak mo? Opo, makita ko lang ang anak ko. As binulungan ako ni Nanay, Father, ipagdasal mo. Gumalaw lang itong kaliwang kamay ko kasi gusto kong mahawakan yung mga anak ko. I was touched. Kahit gumalaw lang yung left hand niya, because she is paralyzed, mahawakan lang niya ang kanyang mga anak. And that's really my prayer. So when we were there in the emergency room, I was ready to anoint already the twins. And then the mother is there crying. At sabi ko, sige ma, samahan mo akong magdasal. And we were there silently praying for the twins. But I can see the mother. Gusto niyang igalaw yung kaliwang kamay niya at gusto niyang hawakan yung kanyang twins. And you know what happened after a few minutes? She did it. She did it. I would always say with that experience, faith will let us see the invisible. Faith will let us believe the incredible. And faith will let us receive the impossible. I'll repeat that. Faith will let us see the invisible. Hindi naman natin nakikita ang Panginoon Diyos, di ba? Pero sa bawat karanasan natin, mas nakikita natin ang Diyos. Pakitingnan yung katabi mo ngayon. Nakita mo ba Diyos? Am I right? Second point. Faith will let us believe the incredible. For me, that's a very incredible thing. A paralyzed woman, but at that moment, when she believed that she will move the left hand just to touch her most loved sons, that's a very incredible and wonderful moment. Faith will let us receive the impossible. Faith can move mountains. Faith is what moved us together to be here tonight. Faith is what moves you to be one arm of the church and one arm of God to spread love in action. Faith is what moves you as a group, as acts. You know, di ba kayo nagtataka? Nakakapagod pumunta sa SM Mega Mall every Wednesday. Traffic. Nakakapagod pumunta dito pag merong ano. Nakakapagod pumunta sa mga mesa. Am I right? But what moves you there? Ano yung nakapag-uudyok sa inyo? And I think it's faith. Faith that is in action and love that is in action. That moves us. The love of Christ impels us. Yung na-receive nating pag-ibig sa Diyos, yun ang dala-dala natin for us to move on in our own ministry. And therefore, Kahit na nahihirapan tayo, even though we are living in a dark society, and I would say yes, even though there are many challenges to our faith, as our partner lay, I would like to tell you the theme for this year of the lay. The theme is, choose to be brave. During the plenary of CBCP, when we were discussing this theme, choose to be brave, okay, everyone really agreed that the lay, you should choose to be brave. Konti lang po ang pare. Kayo po ang pinakamarami sa simbahan. And I would say, piliin niyo pong maging matapang sa mundo nating puno ng kadiliman. Piliin niyo pong maging matapang para ikwento muli ang katotohanan at ang kwento ng pag-ibig ng ating Panginoong Diyos. Because our world is covered with fear. And we need people like you who are brave, who chose the truth, and who have chosen Jesus Christ in their lives. My dear friends, faith will move on. But believe that you will see and receive the impossible things in your life.